Hey, y'all ready to use some power tools? We're gonna turn just a basic sluice box into a Highbanker. So stick with us.
Just to give you a little backstory on this, about 15 years ago, other than gold pans, this was my first piece of prospecting equipment. We've upgraded since then. I got a little 2-inch dredge and all whatever, but we've been trying to figure out something to use this thing for. They work great for just prospecting in the river, but we wanted something different. So we're gonna make it into a Highbanker, just from a regular Keen sluice box.
Yep, that's something we don't have. We don't have a Highbanker, so we was like, you know what? We're not gonna spend $1,000, $1,500 on one. We're just gonna make one. So put this thing back to use and add something to it and make it a whole lot better, I hope.
And if it works, you'll see this video. If it don't, you won't.
That's true.
Yeah, we started with this, just a regular Keen sluice box.
And we have this David sunflower seeds box, and that right there, baby, it slides right down in there just nice.
Perfectly.
Yes.
Snug on both sides.
Beautiful. So that's going to go right there. And then on top of this bucket here, this is going to be our header box. And this is where all the, the materials going to be coming through here. And then this one right here, this bucket, we're going to leave the top on it. We're going to cut a hole. We'll cut this whole section right here out. And we're going to cut the section out right here. And this is going to be our, what would we call that?
Loading box.
Loading box, yeah. And it's
going to load material right there into that.
Yep. And so we're going to cut all that out so that way we can dump material straight in the top of this thing. And it flows through. The big rocks will come off the back. We're going to have something to put back there. And all the good stuff will come right through here and come right across this sluice. But we'll tile everything in. And this is going to be it's going to take us a few weeks to build it. So when you see this video, some days we're going to be wearing long sleeves. We might be out here in the snow one day.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. We'll be in the garage in the snow.
Yeah, if it's snowing and we have to work, we'll be in the garage. But anyway, let's we're gonna do a little work on it real quick, and y'all stick around with us. No, I ain't wearing gloves either.
Yeah, you're gonna get hurt.
All right, so far got ourselves this cut. Had to be careful down here. I didn't want to slice into that bottom. Yeah, we might have to cut this.
Hold on just a second.
He told me to hold on. Who's he think he is? My daddy? Score it. Bam! Look at that, y'all. That's nice.
Yep.
We
That
can
miter
file.
moss is gonna be sticking above it anyway.
Yeah, miter moss will be sticking up. We can file that off just a hair bit though, in case something small flows through it and it can flow out over the sluice. Sweet. That looks like professional grade right
That's
there.
right.
Boom. There you go, y'all. There's a hole on this side. We're going to use a hardware cloth, and it's just going to be that it's going to be that grating basically that makes them rocks run out of here.
A little design change. We figured we needed to come out to the corners right here on this, make the mouth a little wider so the material don't build up behind these lips. Because the way it was, it would have built up. If you do any kind of gold prospecting, that stuff will build up anywhere.
We got this miner's moss, and we're going to cut it out in the shape of the bottom of this, because a piece of miner's moss will always be in the bottom of this bucket.
I cut this back here first, and then we'll cut it.
Just cut it along this way.
Yeah, if we have to trim it up,
You raise it up, so.
Alright, now come around this side, do the same thing. Now, let's see how this fits. We'll sit it where y'all can fit here. A lot of you fine gold's gonna be in this mat.
Oh, I
it's
know.
gonna fall down in there.
Yep. And if it does wash out, it'll start flowing over this.
Yeah, and that should catch the rest of it.
Yep.
This mat should actually catch the rest
Oh
of it.
yeah, that hog mat will catch it. Alright, everybody. These right here are rubber boots.
Are they rubber boots or like muck boots?
Well, they're muck boots. They're muck boots. But
Are they mine?
they're his.
Then I'm gonna unbox them.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, so he's going to show you all about it. He's going to talk about what the name of them are, and he's going to tell you all about it.
Alright, the company is Cacao. These from China. They keep your water from getting wet. I mean, get your feet from getting wet. Now, we're gonna try these out. We're gonna take a look at them. Y'all gonna see them first time with us. Well, Possibly not with us because y'all can't see them right now, but. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Look at there. They actually look like they're pretty good quality boots.
Nice. What size are they?
Yeah.
11?
I have no idea.
That's what I asked them to bring. Send us 11. 11.
Lib. Well, I don't know what size they are. Got this piece of cardboard in here. Gotta get it out. Ooh, there we go. Does it say what size they are inside? It does. They say it's 11.
Number 11. Maybe it's 11.
11s.
Maybe this is 11 too.
Oh, that was easy.
I was expecting to have a tug on it.
Yep, that's 11 too. Sweet. So, now I'm gonna see if they fit.
Y'all want to see it here? You can check them out on all that right there. Cowcow.official. Cowcowonline.com.
Actually, they fit pretty good.
Look. Here.
Yeah.
Let me get another shot on here. Look at that. Look at that now. Good looking boot.
It is a good looking boot. But just like any other mud boot, they are stiff and they will loosen up, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know if this is waterproof. This part right here is waterproof or just water resistant, but this I know will be waterproof.
Mm-hmm.
But we are definitely gonna test them out. I'll let you know if my feet get wet. Now, if my feet get wet because I went over the top of them, that's understandable. But we will test these things out, get in the water with them as soon as we get our Highbanker going.
Oh yeah.
And we'll let y'all know how they work out.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and they got actually feels like it got pretty decent padding in the bottom of them. So
it says rubber 50% and neoprene 50%. So I guess half of it's rubber and half of it neoprene.
that's right, 50-50.
Well, actually, I feel neoprene all the way down to the bottom of.
Yeah, it's lined with neoprene.
Yeah,
That's
sure
it.
is.
It makes it feel better on your foot.
Yeah.
You're not actually touching the rubber on the inside of the boot.
Yep.
So I think it's going to be a pretty decent product.
Yep.
We're going to definitely test it out and see, and we'll let you guys know how we like it.
Yep. Now back to the build.
So this design is probably going to change 100 times on the way. So we have decided now to mount these pieces to the side right here. This size pipe go up inside it will make adjustable legs. And we may change this to metal later depending on the stability. We're just, this is basically a test run to see what we're getting here. But that's the concept of what we're doing right now.
6 hours later.
Now we're getting ready to put this baby on that right there. And we put that hole in it right there for that bolt. Y'all wondering why we in the garage today? Well, it ain't raining right now, but it's going to here in a little bit and it's windy. So, and me and him don't like cold, so I got a little heater back here going and we try and keep the garage warm.
Oh, look at that. Just look at it. Just look at it.
So Chris is over doing his thing, getting that little bracket piece ready. So here it is. And this baby right here will slide right in there and attach just like that.
Alright, so we just had to make a little adjustment because I done one wrong thing. I put the hole in the wrong place. This wouldn't tighten all the way up on her. We just needed a little bit more, so we just took and cut a piece of extra material to go in here to tighten that leg up real good. Now they're getting tight, they're not going nowhere. So
Good old rubber glove. We cut the rubber off of it.
that's right. And this is how this is gonna work. This leg slide up in here, like so. Alright, we got this, we got a piece of scrubber mat, hog matting that we're gonna put in here. This had the original one was just that real tiny, it was like just grooved matting. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it didn't work that great.
Yeah.
But it was coming unglued and coming out anyway. So we're gonna replace it with the hog matting because it's got a lot deeper grooves in it, and I think that it'll catch more gold.
This is it right here. It's the scrubber matting, or UR mat, and it's straight off of goldhog.com. We actually bought that at Crimson Gold Mine. long time ago. It's probably 2016 probably. That's when we bought that. And we ain't used it yet till today. Alright, so next on the agenda is we're not going to button this down because Chris has some bolts and stuff at his house that we're going to use for this and some big washers. But we are going to bolt this thing down. We're going to put 2 bolts in the bottom of this. They will connect to the sluice itself. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to work on this baby right here. So we're going to work on cutting this out. So get ready for a saw.
This is our cuts we made on our bucket. This is where we'll feed material in. This is where it'll come out flowing into
The bottom.
There'll be a screen here on the back side that throws the big rocks off. Small stuff fall through, goes through there, comes out here, and we get rich.
Filthy rich.
Well, we'll be half of that. We're gonna be filthy.
We will be filthy. I failed on one thing. Let me show you what I failed on.
Now, just so we know, I asked before we bought the hose.
You did ask. This right here is a little bit bigger than I thought it was gonna be. This is our bilge pump.
We bought a 3/4 inch ID hose and we needed a 1 inch ID hose.
Yeah. Boom. That's our water line. All right, give you all a little close up there that you can't see with the other camera, but we kind of messed up a little bit. We still didn't line it. We got this line right. The water's going to come shooting down correctly, but this side is going to be shooting more down. So our theory is that it's going to, well, it's going to have to be our theory now. That's going to wash out the bottom. This is going to wash out the top of the material.
And it may work that good.
It may work that fine, yeah. And then here's the other side of the bucket here. And yeah, man, it's going to be good. All right, everybody. So this right here is really close to being what we have as a final. Man, I'm telling you, it's got the right fall and everything. Look at that. We think that's about correct. And we're going to give it a whirl and we're going to see what it does there. But the only thing we have not done, and we're going to bolt this thing down, and we just didn't want to do it on video. We're going to bolt this thing down underneath the miner's moss. We're going to drill a couple holes. You can see where the black dots are. We're going to drill holes through that and the sluice, and we're going to put some bolts with washers underneath this, and it's going to have wing nuts at the bottom, and so that way we can take that apart. And then it has this board. We had to put this board back here to level everything out. So the tape is just there so that way it looks decent right now. And then I put holes in it right here, and we mounted the hopper bucket to the front legs. And then I got this bungee. It's not perfect, but I think it'll help hold the weight. The only thing we have to do after this is we have to mount that piece right here, and we may have to put some material back here because it may be too high, and then we can run them rocks run off. I'm not sure. It's just going to depend on that water, how it flows out of there. If that water flows and starts coming out this way instead of going down in the bucket, then we're going to have a problem. I'll have to put some more material. We'll have to cut another bucket, so we may have to do that to make that correct. But that is it, guys. That right there is pretty much the finished product. And also, I did find what I needed. I had to get a different rubber hose. Actually, had to use a radiator hose, so I went and got that from Advanced Auto. But attach the bilge pump to our hose here, and it attaches right there. I got to get a female end, a little bit of PVC pipe to go there, put the female end on it, and that could be what we can take off and put on every time. And that right there is it, guys. So the next time you see this right here, we'll be running some material up at Oconee, so you have to stay tuned for another video, but we wanted to get this out and let y'all see it. But I'm pretty proud of it. Chris didn't get to come help me with it at the very last to get it to where it is now, but it was close. It was close anyway. But we'll attach that piece there, so that way the next time you see it, we'll be running water. And really excited though, really excited to see how it does out there. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we're going to get out there and have some fun with this thing here in a couple weeks. But hope you have a good day. God bless. We'll see you next time. And always remember to treat other people how you want to be treated. See ya.